Focus on yourself and stay silent really links these together. It argues they're not just, nice ideas, but actual tools for change.
For transformation, career, life,
Yeah.
the whole package. So let's dive in. This focus on yourself idea. What does it mean in practice beyond like self-care Sundays?
Right. It's about intentionally investing your time and energy into your development. The source highlights things like setting clear goals,
Okay.
acquiring skills you actually need, building positive habits.
And importantly, cutting out the noise, the distraction.
Definitely. Minimizing what pulls you off track. And look, some people might hear focus on yourself and think, that sounds selfish.
Yeah, I can see that.
But the source reframes it as, well, necessary. It asks you directly, are you growing every day? Are you doing things that improve your health, your mind, your confidence?
Those are pointed questions.
It boils down to this really concise reminder the source gives. You are your biggest project. Simple, but kind of powerful.
It really is. Okay, so that's the focus part. Now, this power of staying silent, it sounds a bit mysterious. It's not just about literally not talking, is it?
No, not at all. It's positioned as a very active, deliberate tool. The source argues that choosing when not to speak can be incredibly powerful.
Also.
Well, for starters, it lets you observe more, really see what's going on around you, and it makes you a better listener, which is a skill most of us could probably work on.
True.
And crucially, it helps you sidestep unnecessary conflict. The drama, as the source puts it.
Avoiding the drama. That's always good. The source contrasts this with like constant talking, right? Showing off, gossiping.
Or just complaining all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It contrasts that with the impact of just doing things, taking action.
And it makes that point about successful people often talking less.
It does. The idea is that they let their accomplishments do the talking. Silence, in this sense, protects your inner peace. It gives you space to think, to respond thoughtfully, instead of just reacting impulsively.
That makes sense. Less heat, more light.
Exactly. And there's a strategic element, too. The source mentions allowing people to wonder about your next move.
Ooh, interesting. Keep them guessing.
Right. And ultimately, let your results speak for you. Actions over words.
Okay, so we have intense focus on growth and strategic silence. How do they boost each other? The source mentioned a synergistic effect.
Think about it like this. You're quietly putting in the work. You're learning, building, exercising, creating, whatever your focus is.
Head down, getting it done.
Yeah, without feeling the need to constantly broadcast it or seek approval. You're just consistently doing the work. And then the source has this great line, like, boom, people notice your transformation.
Because the results become undeniable.
Precisely. It's not hype. It's just evident. The combination, according to the source, brings clarity, a sense of peace, and real personal power.
So it's channeling energy inward for growth rather than outward and just talk.
That's a good way to put it. And to make it more concrete, the source even suggests some phrases to internalize, like mantras almost.
Like what?
Things like, I focus on my growth. Simple. I protect my energy.
I like that one.
And I let my actions speak louder than my words.
Yeah.
Repeating these, even just internally, can help reinforce that mindset.
Yeah, like setting an intention for how you operate. Okay, so wrapping this up, the core message from this source seems to be about finding strength in that combination. Focused self-improvement and, well, mindful silence.
Absolutely. And it encourages you to apply this focus broadly in the gym, in your studies, in your thoughts, basically everywhere.
And to worry less about external opinions.
Yeah, trust your own progress. Don't worry about what others say is a key point. It's about internal validation.
It really comes back to that final punchy message from the source. Speak less, do more, focus more, grow more.
Couldn't say it better. It's a powerful formula.
Definitely something to think about.
So maybe the question for you listening is, thinking about a current goal or even a challenge you're facing, how could applying this mix, real focus plus intentional silence, actually shift your approach? Something to mull over.